Hello again, lovely boys and girls. Welcome back to another story. Tonight's book is Flap Your Wings by P.D. Eastman. Flap your wings. Flap those wings. Flap Your Wings by P.D. Eastman, Beginner Books, a division of Random House Inc. An egg lay in the path. A boy came down the path. He saw the egg. He looked around. He saw flamingos and frogs and turtles and alligators. Whose egg is this? He called, but nobody answered. Then the boy looked up. He saw an empty nest in a tree. Here is an egg without a nest, he said. And there is a nest without an egg. The boy climbed the tree. He put the egg in the nest. Then he went away. Mr. and Mrs. Bird came home. They were surprised to find an egg in their nest. "That's not our egg," said Mrs. Bird. "Look how big it is." "But it is an egg. It's in our nest," said Mr. Bird. "If an egg is in your nest, you sit on it and keep it warm. It does not matter whose egg it is." "Right," said Mrs. Bird. "But I wonder what kind of bird will come out of that egg." They took turns keeping the egg warm. First, Mrs. Bird sat on it. Then, Mr. Bird sat on it. And sometimes, because it was so big, they both sat on it. Mrs. Bird and Mr. Bird. Sure it is. One day, Mrs. Bird heard a squeaking noise. She said,
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Mr. Bird came back to the nest. He listened to the egg. "Egg is not squeaking," he said. "It's our baby that is squeaking. He is ready to come out of the egg." Mr. and Mrs. Bird waited.
Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
The egg started to crack.
Crackle. Squeak, squeak. Squeak,
Then
squeak.
it cracked some more.
Squeak, scratch, crackle.
There was the baby. Mr. Bird was very excited. "It's Junior!" he shouted. "What a beautiful baby!" Is this a baby bird, boys and girls? No, no, no. Junior opened his mouth. It was a big mouth. It was full of teeth. "That's the funniest looking baby I ever saw," said Mrs. Bird. "Something is wrong. I don't think he's our baby at all." Is that Mrs. Bird looking into Junior's mouth? Sure it is. Junior ate both worms in one gulp. Then he opened his mouth wide again. "We have to get Junior lots more food," said Mr. and Mrs. Bird. Hour after hour, day after day, They brought food for Junior. Mrs. Bird got berries and cherries. She got butterflies and caterpillar. She got dragonflies and mosquitoes. She got ladybugs and tiger beetles. Ladybug, tiger beetles. Mr. Bird got crickets and spiders. He got grasshoppers and snails. He got red ants. He got black ants. He got a centipede too. That centipede has so many legs. Look at those legs. What kind of bird eats so much? Said Mrs. Bird. It doesn't matter, said Mr. Bird. He is still hungry, and we have to feed him. Weeks went by. Junior never stopped eating, and he never stopped growing. He grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Wow, look at Mrs. Bird and Mr. Bird standing on Junior's back. He's so big. Wow. Finally, Junior got so big that Mr. Bird said, "It's too crowded up here. Junior has to leave the nest. It is time for him to fly away." "You are right," said Mrs. Bird. "The time has come. We must show him how to fly." Do you think Junior can fly, boys and girls? Let's find out. Mrs. Bird pushed and pushed. Mr. Bird showed Junior how to fly. "Jump into the air like this," he said. "Then flap your wings." Is that Mr. Bird up there trying to show Junior how to fly? It sure is. Junior got ready. He took a big breath and jumped. Up, up, up into the air he went. "Flap your wings," yelled Mrs. Bird. "Flap your wings," yelled Mr. Bird. Does Junior have wings? I don't think so. Junior flapped and flapped, but it didn't do any good. He didn't have any wings. Down, down, down went Junior. Uh-oh. Down into the water. Shh. He looks happy down there. It was cool and wet in the water. It was just right for Junior. "You know," said Mrs. Bird, "I don't think Junior was a bird at all." "It doesn't matter," Mr. Bird said. "He's happy now. And just look at him swim." Is that Junior right there? Yes, it is. That's the end of our story, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.